What's up YouTube, this is the Allworld-Gamer and today I'm bringing you the build guide and overview for the Zephyr Warframe. In order to acquire this Warframe, you need to research the blueprint in the new Tenno lab from your clan's dojo. Zephyr is a wind-based, bird-like Warframe who has wind-oriented abilities, and when she jumps in the air she kinda glides and floats like zero gravity in a nightmare mode. And this brings us to Zephyr's first ability, Tailwind. Tailwind has a base cost of 25 energy and is affected by duration, range, and power strength mods. When you use this ability, it launches you straight in the air, does an AoE knockdown in the blast radius from your launch point. Now, contrary to what you might believe, duration mods actually increase the height of your jump, and range mods will increase the AoE of the knockdown. Power strength mods will of course increase the damage, but I wouldn't recommend using any power strength mods in this build, unless you're just a damage junkie and you want to get every little bit out of it. Now, when I first started using this ability, I was just using it to launch myself in the air and take advantage of the stun. Then I figured out if you jump first, you can propel yourself forward. So not only is this really fun to do, it's also useful for getting around the map fast and getting to some hard to reach places. I also learned that the damage isn't only in the blast radius, but also anyone that gets caught in your path, you deal damage to them as well. Again, the damage still isn't very significant, but it's definitely worth the knockdown. You can also use Tailwind back to back to launch yourself in the air and then launch yourself forward. Zephyr's next ability is Dive Bomb, and it only works while she's in the air, so you almost have to use it in conjunction with Tailwind unless you're starting from a high point. When using Dive Bomb, Zephyr stops all forward momentum and slams the ground at extremely high speed, dealing damage and causing an AoE knockdown to all enemies within range. The damage is affected by a power strength mod, and the damage radius is affected by a power range mod. The amount of damage that is dealt is actually dependent upon how high you actually get when you activate this ability. And if you like to use heavy impact, Dive Bomb will always activate heavy impact just because of how fast you hit the ground. Zephyr's next ability is Turbulent, and it has a base cost of 75 energy. The only mods that I can really tell affected it were duration mods. Turbulence significantly reduces the enemy's chance to hit you. I'm not sure exactly what the percentage is, but I do know that the more enemies you have firing at you, the more likely you are to be hit. Zephyr's next ability is Tornado, and it's affected by power strength, power range, and power duration mods. Tornado summons between 1 and 4 tornadoes that will pick up enemies and spin them around the room. Initially, these tornadoes will deal magnetic damage to the enemies. However, if you're facing a different faction, like the Premier for example, and you want to use corrosive or radiation damage, you're probably already using a weapon that has that elemental combination of it. So if you fire through the tornadoes, you can change the elemental damage output of those tornadoes by shooting through them. One thing that I also noticed is that any elemental damage source will change the elemental output of the tornado. Dropping the tornadoes on this napalm here as he flame sprays me changes the elemental damage of the tornadoes to fire. Okay, so now for the build. In order to get a decent build from your Zephyr Warframe, all you need to add is a catalyst. I've gone on Rejuvenation for my aura, I've kept all the abilities, and I've got Continuity and Constitution to increase the duration of Turbulence. I've added Vitality and Redirection for survivability, Streamline to reduce the cost of energy, and Flow to bring our energy up to 300. If you really enjoy playing with Zephyr and you want to spend some form to max her out, I'd swap the aura polarity to a dash polarity so I could use Energy Siphon. I'd drop Vitality and pick up Narrow-Minded, and I also form away this ability polarity here to a dash polarity so that I could pick up Stretch to counteract the negative effects of Narrow-Minded. I like the Zephyr Warframe and she's fun to play with, but I think she needs some more group utility before she'll be worth any in-game content. Maybe if they took Turbulence and made it a group buff rather than just on her, that way she'll be more of an asset to bring along. As an added bonus, after you've gotten your Zephyr Warframe, open the appearances and click on the Z tab. From here, you'll get to play Warframe's version of Flappy Birds. Yes, I'm actually that bad. So this is it from my overview and build guide for the Zephyr Warframe. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe because I'll be back with more Warframe.